From humble beginnings scrubbing dishes to calling the shots on national TV, Julia Collin Davison cooked a major glow-up in her career. Thanks to America's Test Kitchen, she's become a culinary queen. After the massive success of America's Test Kitchen, the crew decided to create Cook's Country in 2008.
It is all the rage, and for good reason.
The show has all the same beloved stars, except this series aims to educate viewers on the history behind classic recipes. And then the crew teaches you how to make the perfected version. Cook's Country needed a new host once Christopher Kimball left in 2017, so Davidson and Bridget Lancaster took over the show too. Since then, the two have explored the stories behind all kinds of dishes. Being a part of America's Test Kitchen for more than 2 decades is a huge honor, but now Davison is popular enough to branch out on her own with a show called Julia at Home. It first launched on Pluto TV in 2021 and currently has 6 seasons available on multiple platforms.
Oh, that's good news.
With this show, viewers get a more intimate experience with Julia as she walks home cooks through all kinds of dishes that she makes in her own kitchen. It's clear Davison wants to make cooking accessible and fun for everyone. A bonus for fans of America's Test Kitchen, they'll feel bursts of nostalgia watching Julia at Home because many of her episodes are throwbacks to her favorite recipes of the past. If you can't get enough of Davison and Bridget Lancaster's friendship on America's Test Kitchen and Cook's Country, you'll have to check out their cookbook. Cooking at Home with Bridget and Julia, the TV hosts of America's Test Kitchen, share their favorite recipes for feeding family and friends. The pair published it in 2017, and readers can gain access to 150 recipes, all carefully selected by the two pros. In addition to these mouth-watering recipes, Davison and Lancaster open up about their real-life friendship, their families, what they cook at home, and more. They explore how their childhoods, travel experiences, and life events have shaped the way they approach and appreciate food. For example, Davison writes about her time in Italy as a teenager and how a basic but high-quality tomato sauce can be the showstopper of any dish. Davison's followers may not know that she earned 2 bachelor's degrees in psychology and philosophy at the State University of New York at Albany. She never got the chance to use them professionally, though, because she discovered her passion for food at the same time. During her studies, she tried earning some extra money by working weekends at a gourmet food market. Not surprisingly, everyone there liked her so much that she was able to get promoted quickly.
This is where I'm supposed to be. Like, these are my people. Like, I found it, you know?
So she figured it was worth taking a chance to apply to the Culinary Institute of America to hone her skills further. Fast forward to 1996, when she earned her associate degree in culinary arts. After 22 years of hard work in the food industry, Davison returned to her school to receive the 2018 Augie Award, and she's in some seriously good company. Other noteworthy Augie Award recipients include Martha Stewart and Jacques Pepin. Davison continues to be involved with the Culinary Institute of America. In 2024, prospective students were likely thrilled when she took the time to visit and chat with them. Who doesn't love a good cooking competition show? It makes sense that America's Test Kitchen has decided to join in on all that binge-watchable fun. In 2022, the first season of America's Test Kitchen, The Next Generation, aired on Amazon Freevee with Davison as a judge. The premise of the show is to invite 11 talented home cooks to compete for a chance to join the America's Test Kitchen team, publish a cookbook, and earn $100,000. Viewers can watch competitors tackle an array of stressful challenges. While it would probably be fun to watch Davison compete, for now, you'll hear her culinary expertise as she judges each dish.
Yeah, what are you doing wrong?
As if Davison didn't seem busy enough, she also serves as an executive cookbook editor for America's Test Kitchen. In this role, she works with dozens of chefs who want to publish cookbooks, and she's done a great job so far because several of these cookbooks have hit the New York Times bestseller list. Davison has also accompanied the published chefs on their book tours, which shows that she's passionate about uplifting those who are new to the culinary industry. In 2023, she joined Kevin Pang, author of A Very Chinese Cookbook, in Boston to talk about the recipes, build hype, and sign fans as copies. By the way, the tickets to the event were free. Further evidence that Davison is happy to donate her time to help a colleague and interact with her fans. With so much fanfare on America's Test Kitchen, it's no wonder a bunch of other TV shows want Davison on as a guest. Not only is Davison intelligent and kind, but her years of experience have also taught her how to light up any television set.
You're holding that upside down, bud.
That's all right.
Okay.
Still works.
Many of her TV appearances have been to promote America's Test Kitchen cookbooks. For example, when she was a guest on Live with Kelly and Ryan, she discussed the Complete Salad Cookbook and did a demonstration on how to level up your salads. Davison seems to always be up for some personal time with her fans at live events. From celebrating 25 years of America's Test Kitchen to promoting new cookbooks and spin-offs, fans have had all kinds of cool opportunities to see the star live. Bridget Lancaster also comes to many of these events, so fans enjoy both ladies and their signature banter all at once.
I've done that, actually.
I bet you
It's
have.
ridiculous.
These events tend to include conversation, cooking skills demonstrations, advice for menu inspiration, Q&As, and even meet and greets. To thank their fans, the hosts have organized events where they give free signed cookbooks to the first 500 ticket buyers. Although traveling can be exhausting, even for the most enthusiastic globetrotters, Davison takes everything that comes with her job in stride. When talking about her hard work in an interview with KLCS, she said, "Are you kidding? This is the best job ever. I'd be dumb to complain for even a minute about it." Davison doesn't save her advice strictly for her TV appearances. Apparently, she's ready to enter lecture mode anytime she walks into a grocery store.
Andrew was working on a new one. All right, time to put a lid on it.
When fans ask a seemingly simple question about what kind of apple they should choose to bake a pie, she can't help but go on a full tangent. Since the concept of America's Test Kitchen involves repeating recipes dozens or even hundreds of times to get perfect results, Davison must have a million reasons why one type of apple has an edge over the others.
So there you have it. I guess I'm a classic girl.
She shared in an interview with Boston Magazine that her lectures are so captivating that large groups of shoppers have formed around her by the time she's finished. Her patience and enthusiasm, even after all these years, prove that she's truly in love with food and educating home cooks. In addition to being generous with her fans and colleagues who need help getting a foot in the door, Davison also enjoys doing charity work. WCNY hosts an annual Taste of Fame fundraiser to continue providing free entertainment and education to New York communities through public television. Since Davison grew up in New York and caught her big break on public television, the cause is close to her heart. In 2019, Davison was invited to plan and cook a 4-course meal with ingredients from local farms. Her menu took over 2 months to perfect in the kitchen.
No pressure on my part. No, just perfection. That's all we expect. Okay.
In 2022, Davison joined WCNY's Taste of Fame fundraiser again, this time as an MC.
Save the date for the 5th annual Taste of Fame.
This job might seem less difficult than cooking at first glance, but keeping hundreds of hungry guests entertained is no easy feat either. With her talent for describing food and the stories behind each dish, she nailed it, of course. Did you know that America's Test Kitchen and Cook's Country have been nominated 13 times for the Daytime Emmy Awards over the years? And America's Test Kitchen has won twice? While Davison has been a part of these 2 programs since day one, nominations in 2017 and onward have been an even greater honor since she and Bridget Lancaster became co-hosts. America's Test Kitchen was nominated for the Outstanding Directing for a Multiple Camera Lifestyle/Culinary or Educational and Informational Program Award in 2019. And that's when the team finally decided to attend the event. The dynamic co-hosts and other Test Kitchen fan favorites, including Jack Bishop, walked the red carpet together. Although the crew didn't receive an award, they still seemed to have a blast. Davison posted some fun photos on her socials from the event, where she posed with Jacques Pepin and Rachel Ray. With more seasons of both shows on the horizon, let's hope fans get to see the team take home some wins in the future. Since Davison is such a natural, passionate educator, it should come as no surprise that she gets chatty with her fans in the comment section. But she doesn't exactly claim to be a master of Instagram either.
Well, I'm not super tech savvy, so it wasn't like I was the first one on it, that's for sure.
Davison revealed that she puts a lot of thought and effort into her food posts. She doesn't just slap a filter on them.
I don't want to put a bad photo out there. I want to put a photo out there that will inspire people to make that recipe or think of something else, because that's what I use it for.
In February 2025, Davison shared a photo of a container of chicken soup with the cooling paddle half submerged. One fan who wasn't sure what the gadget was accused Davison of putting, well, a whole bottle of vodka into her soup.
Just makes it a little fancier.
Julia responded with a laugh and said she loved the idea, then informed her audience that home cooks can buy cooling paddles if they're too impatient to wait for their soup to cool down. Davison also shared a photo in 2020 of a bottle of wine with an interesting label, Molly Duker the Scooter Merlot 2015. Everyone wanted a follow-up after she drank it, and she reported that it tasted as good as it looked and went down smoothly, with or without food. Additionally, she occasionally posts requests for fan questions that she'll answer. In 2019, someone asked her if she knew of any shortcuts when making baklava. Davison responded that this treat has to be a labor of love, but jamming out to some music helps her get into the zone. And now for something a little out of left field, Space Chats with Julia. Modern astronauts get to enjoy interesting foods from around the planet, which surely makes their journeys much more tolerable. In a 2021 Instagram post, Davison revealed that she got to video chat with NASA astronaut Megan McArthur and talk about food on the International Space Station. McArthur showed Davison the lab where the astronauts were growing fresh cress. Being stuck in space for months may seem like a lonely or daunting experience, but McArthur told Davison that the astronauts have fun by sharing a meal once a week.